And Wiggins coming away with it for Clemson. Look at the starting lineup for the Tiger team. And Chase Hunter doubled his scoring total a year ago. P.J. Hall. Clark a season ago, 9 points a game, feeding Hall left of the basket. Talford at 6'7". Size disadvantage. Hall makes him pay.
Clemson is switching them, but he was able to get free right there and knock that one down.
First field goal in some time for the Eagles. Down by 9. Hall with a baby hook. Went right up over Talford. Scratched the surface offensively. Here in the second half, their first field goal.
Able to get downhill with his left hand on that layup.
How about Hall taking it to the hole? Hunter inside Hall. Made it look easy.
Wrestle P.J. Hall.
So a huge loss for UAB 5 minutes in.
Didn't really happen until the second half in that Bradley game when they turned up the heat on their defense.
Jack Clark's in the game. He's an interesting grad transfer coming over from North Carolina State. All back in. Daniel Ortiz, his second basket. Cuts the Clemson lead down to 4 midway through this first half. Hall going to the rim. Can't be stopped. Three from Hall.
Tigers extending a 3-point advantage at the break. Now to as many as 18 here in the second half. Gerard, the guy you want to have the ball. Hall back in the game, says he.
And another Joe Girard assist. Came off that pin down. Knew exactly where P.J. Hall was going to be. Dumped it down. Got another assist.
Tigers, though, maintain a 16-point lead. Coming up on 7 to play. Hall inside over Martin. And one.
I think one of the biggest takeaways so far from this game has been the Tigers' ability to execute offensively in the second half. Coach Brownell wanted them to slow down just a little bit, be able to get the shot that he wanted. They're able to get it right there inside. P.J. Hall puts it off the glass. He does. He's very crafty with the basketball. He's an outstanding passer.
And there's some game, too.
They've got depth. They've got talent. Maybe the evolution of Chase Hunter makes all the difference. And an ACC that's much improved as well this year. As Hall counted.
Not to be deterred, and just a quick push in transition. Alcorn State, whoever gets it and goes.
Too strong, P.J. Hall. Clemson plus 10 on the boards are in this one tonight. How about Hall? You've seen it now from all. That got a little more interesting with the injury to Jordan Travis. And how about the job Coach Brom has done in his first season? The head man of the Cardinals.
Hall took a tumble, tangled up with Pringle down low. Hall outside, and the three will go, and he wanted the foul call.
In front of all his teammates about the lack of defensive effort. And by the way, in that next game, you saw how defense translated to offense with 27 points against Oregon.
Well, we'll see the depth as the season wears on because the sophomores got to take a jump here. We see one of the sophomores in the starting lineup in Chauncey Wiggins. And it's always interesting to see sophomores because they take that freshman jump. That's the first year you're on campus for an entire offseason. You got a year worth of film.
That's one way to do it.
Yep, absolutely.
Off the screen, Chase Hunter. P.J. Hall on the offensive glass. And a chance for three. Is taller.
Uh-oh.
Chauncey Wiggins, no. P.J. Hall, yes. 2-point game.
Hall with 5, gotta go. P.J. Hall into the lane. Oh, man, he rode court down the lane.
I don't think that ever got above the rim.
Didn't look like it. P.J. Hall, quick trigger again. Release.
Shefflin is just a grown man.
Hall straight away. Yep.
Clemson averages 78.7 points per game. Memphis at 79.7. But Clemson, one of the best in the country shooting the three at 39.3%. Fall away, count the bucket and the foul.
Push the ball, wants to push the tempo if they can.
For Memphis to win this game, they're going to have to knock down some threes. They are 1 for 5 so far. Great pass from Shefflin.
That outside shot's not going. He's athletic enough. He can get it to the rim. Put some pressure on.
Walton 30.3% from beyond the arc. Hall triple teamed. He goes to the left hand and lays it in.
Well, again, I think that they're patient. They can get to the basket. They did early on. They had some good screen action. Had some guys rub off. And this is where Hall's dangerous. You just can't let him set up shop down there. He's so good and so strong.
Great chance to be playing in the National Basketball Association because he does it on both ends. And right there, real strong and a great entry pass. Ken Dandridge gambles there. Hall should have an easy bucket. He does. He slams it in the face of Jourdain. His second assist to go along with 11 points. 1 point Clemson lead. 12:38 to play. Hall, spin move. Oh, he's so talented.
Had one of the biggest shots in Queens history earlier this season against Gardner-Webb. Game-winning three-point jumper. You're not a 6 a.m. guy?
Not a 6 a.m. guy. Although when I had young kids, Christmas morning, yeah, I was up for sure.
How about the big men? It's just the second turnover of the game by either team.
Hall's done everything in this game. I mean, literally everything, including that.
Oh, he's feeling it to go along with 4 rebounds. Into the passing lane. Hunter deflected it. Gerard scooped it. Hall, 3. Oh, baby. (89-56). The Tigers have been flexing their muscles. One of the best teams in the country with one of the best players.
Hall in transition. Around Turner, goes under the defender. Pierce, and one.
And I think the thing that you're going to keep your eyes on in the second half is going to be the defense for the Tigers. As we talked about, staff didn't feel quite like they guarded as well in the second half against Queens as they would have liked. Great possession again defensively.
To get the ball into the paint and spray it to open shooters. These are two good offensive teams, each of them averaging in excess of 82 points per game. And how about that move by P.J. Hall? Hunter looking for Hall, well defended by O'Meara. Good duck in by P.J. Hall. And he'll convert his second dunk of the night. Hall gets into the paint, and it'll go. It'll jump hook.
Check me out over here.
He's already 8 inches shorter than his defender, Wiggins. Getting manhandled as well, but it ended up as a Virginia Tech turnover. Hall steps out, strokes his second three. Hall quiets the castle, his third three.
Defense from Dylan Hunter, who picked up that first foul on that last play. You said it, Chase Hunter rushing back to the scorer's table. After that sequence, and Hall is inside for 2. When P.J. Hall brought it down, kept it. Beadle in the game goes right back to him. And Hall falling away, cash money. Oh, don't forget Kelsey Riggs.
I pumped up Kelsey already.
We already gave her shine.
Yeah,
P.J. Hall with the bully ball slam.
Well, Georgia Tech has hit 3 already in the game, and Tech's going to switch to the zone right here off the timeout. They had been playing man-to-man.
All the Yellow Jackets made shots tonight have come from 3 as P.J. Hall.
To get his feet organized after the break on the three-point line.
Hall trying to answer, and he does.
Against Hunter.
Hall intercepts it.
I mean, it's not going to show up in the stat sheet, but that was a heck of a job on post defense by Dylan.
Hall soaring and scoring. 5 seconds to shoot. Clark off the mark. Another offensive rebound, and it's Shefflin. His 5th offensive board of the night, 10 rebounds total. Dumps it down to Hall, fighting through, gets it to go. Inside to Hall, and that's a career-high 30 for P.J. Hall.
because they've
it's no secret. Florida State struggles from behind the three-point line. And
Hall with a slam.
Hall comes up to get it. And a face-up on Deontay Green. And P.J. Hall going to work for two. Started at Duquesne, continued at Georgetown, and now here at Florida State.
Look at the high-low action again with P.J. Hall. It's just going to be too easy there.
With Spears on him, Hall muscles it over him.
He swings it back for Goddard. Here's Hall way downtown. Yes! He drills the three. Chase Hunter to the lane. Game free to Hall, and he knows exactly what to do with it. Right back to the 10.
But no fading away from the basket.
In Midtown, the beat goes on in this league, Bonner. Here's Hall in close score. First field goal for P.J. Hall.
P.J. Hall now 1 for 7.
Here's Shefflin, another pass. Hall a catch, dunks it home. There's Hunter. Hall slipped, couldn't get it to him. 10 to shoot, Beetle. Here's Shefflin. Entry for Hall. Oh, my heavens. Tigers with the basketball. Here's Hall working against Caleb Glenn, and one coming.
Chase Hunter. Great guard pressure by R.J. Davis there. Hall taking Bacon inside, uses the left hand, and now P.J. Hall will have a chance for a three-point play.
That's the matchup where they switch. You got that matchup down low.
P.J. Hall.
Brad Brownell shouting instructions for them to run their offense.
Lobbed in, P.J. Hall. He can make it look too easy at times.
You're talking about a guy coming off a 30-point performance where he was 8 of 10 from the three-point line. Big-time shooter.
P.J. Hall continues to show.
Turnover and a chance to score.
A potentially big swing at the end of this first half. Hall goes right into Hema. P.J. Hall, he has feasted in this first half.
And let's see if they give P.J. Hall a touch.
Hall right to the rim, one-handed jam.
Nice long stretch without a whistle in the early going. P.J. Hall knocks down the three, and it's all tied up at 8. Good fake. Hall into the paint, scoops it up and in, and P.J. Hall starting to assert himself here in the second half. Shefflin, bigger than Cleveland, draws a double team and feeds his buddy Hall. And now they're all smiling for the Tigers. Gerard floats it over to Hall, who will take a three and hit it. Acknowledges the student section on his way back down the court.
De'Ara's coming off a double-double against Wake and trying to force the things early. For Clemson, they'd rather see him shoot the jump shot, less likely to pick up a foul that way.
Hall again, launching the three, and the result is the same.
But it's not that, it's the number that he had taken.
Just 24 prior to tonight. This is Hall backing down.
And I think for
all the way to the basket again for Gerard. Hall got it. Second chance.
Trying to keep the momentum going here for Clemson. Here's Hall again over in Dongo. Rings the bell.
Dongo hasn't come out yet. He's going to have to.
And that's the part that you're used to seeing him already have close to 10 in the first half.
PJ out front.
Oh,
yep.
They're back. Coach, they're back.
That's 11 for Hall.
What a pass to
Worley. Good block by P.J. Hall.
When Hall came in, as many as 16 this half. Shot clock is at 5 for Hall. Backing in on Gainey. P.J. Hall.
P.J. Hall fired up because, again, it's been a rough evening for him, saddled with fouls. Florida State opposite not send. Someone, P.J. Hall, said, I'm going to go ahead and bully you. And he said he's shown that he can finish at the rim.
He'll drive it. Drop it to Hall. What a pass.
And the play was set up by Chase Hunter.
Run time off the shot clock. When they're open, they let it go.
PJ wants a three. Got it from the logo. Back and forth we go. Early on in the second half. Shefflin to that right hand, lost the handle on it. Hall, little jumper. Splash. Beyond the arc three, P.J. Hall's got a pair of them.
Often referred to as such, this is Hall. Line it up a three and knocking it down. He had 31. Can't get that one to go.
That's a win defensively every time in the half-court setting for the Tigers when you force Burton to settle for three.
Gerard inside to Hall. Fouled and he's going to the free throw line.
The decided advantage for the Tigers resides inside with P.J. Hall. Does a great job of loitering in that interior space. Joe Girard, not known for beating guys off the bounce, does so with the seal from Hall, where it's just a catch and in seamless manner a finish at the rim.
He's got all 7 so far for Notre Dame.
I mean, he's as high a usage guy as you'll find in the conference. He is the main artery through which everything flows.
Shefflin kicks it out to Hall straight away. He's got 3.
Hey, John's just staying at home, focused and dialed in, and they're going to at some point have to really start respecting him from 3 tonight.
Chase Hunter's been a significant contributor this season.
Brimming with confidence as we now enter March in the late stages where freshmen, Tom really becomes sophomores at this point.
This is Hall, the senior, over top of Zona.
There it is.
Shefflin, Hall.
It's laughable how easy it is.
Second 3 of the game for Zona. He had 10 made all season coming into the night. The energy of senior night. Hall floats to the rim and scores.
And you made the last 2 buckets. Now you get an opportunity to really establish your defense and how you want to play the position-wise.
Counting down the shot clock for Hall, and why not? That's a dozen.
The zone has been good at keeping out of foul trouble. Their rotation's been pretty good.
Jack Clark, no. P.J. Hall, yes.
You know, we say, is he a 3-level scorer? He's a 2.5-level scorer. I give him a half from beyond the arc.
He's going to get better at that, too,
yes.
I think, as he goes along. Shooting right around 30%. P.J. Hall. Brown goes out there to chase down Chase Hunter. Now Hunter gets to the elbow. Hall, this time spins right past Brown and scores.
17 points off the bench. He has had himself a game.
This time they beat the pressure. Hall's by himself, and PJ, thank you very much.
They would finish the ACC campaign 11-9. Clemson a win, they would get one of the double byes. Here's Hall working on Keller with the left hand and one. Hildreth defends Girard. Here's Hall with Carr defending. PJ up strong, right hand.
And I don't know how, this is what we came to see right here with the crowd getting into it.
Hall takes Carr to the basket, layup, good, and the foul.
So he understands a little more about what Brownell wants to do.
Post again, that glances off. That's right, spent 4 years there.
Yes, he did.
Alongside Brad, and a slam on the other end by Hall.
And right now, Claudell Harris trying to deliver a killing blow right there out of the timeout.
Hall on the blow block, will get 2 to go. Hunter racing up the floor, back for Hall. Let's see if he gets hot here in the second half. That's one way to do it. Shefflin for Beadle. Madsen closed him out. Here's Hall. Hall to his right. Makes that shot a lot.
Against the knees almost of Joseph just then. If he can shoot this. Hall bangs in an early 3.
Tournament for them. They were just happy to get back into this tournament. And what a start for them. And it continues with P.J. Hall, their star. A Clemson team that is playing with supreme confidence. Hall throwing a haymaker.
Here's Hall. Both Hall and Shefflin, the 2 post players, can shoot it. They can stretch the D, and Hall laces one. There you go.
Clemson is getting a lot of open looks.
For Arizona, just their 7th made basket. Clemson has 5 made threes. They've made their last 5 at inside. P.J. Hall back on the floor for Clemson. He has not committed a foul. That is a huge story. He's fouled out of 7 games this year. The turnaround jump hook is good, and right back on the floor he goes to work. Shefflin, he drives it. Barlow turns him away. Oh, nice catch, and Hall with a brilliant finish. Since they were in an Elite 8 game, 1980. And inside, Hall, wide open. Double team comes. Sam Walters just on the floor, shows it. Hall turns away from it. Wow. 9 to shoot. Godfrey gives it up. Hall's cut off. Now it's 5. Now to 4. And Hall lays it in with a foul. Stayed patient. Late clock once again. Down to 5. Godfrey got to go here. Inside. P.J. Hall. Hall in traffic. Turnaround is good. Wow. With a talent like P.J. Hall. Yeah, during that timeout.
He's got to go get his sad card with that after.
P.J. Hall. P.J. Hall with a 3-point